as they all were making the and sharpening the stake, all of a sudden the minister he realized something. He said, "Sir, that this rich merchant is very thin to be properly executed on this stake. We should think about a fat man now, so that who could fit the stake, and over there you should ask we should execute that person in place of this thin man." Now the king said, "Okay, go and find a very fat man." Now, all of a sudden, what happened? They all went out to find an old man, a fat man, sorry. Now, after their search ended when they saw that disciple. Do you remember the Guruji's disciple who had grown fat by eating bananas, ghee, rice, everything? Okay, now that person, he said, "Why are you carrying me? I'm innocent. I'm a sannyasi." He was crying. But that also the soldiers, they said that may be true, but it's the royal decree and we should find a fat man, and now you are a very fat man and you're fat enough to fit the stake. And then they carried him to the place of execution. Now he remembered his wise guru's words that this is a place of foolish and people and anything could happen. Now he was remembering and memorizing about his Guruji. Now Guruji was a very powerful man. He saw everything in a vision. He had magic powers, and he also saw what was happening to his disciple. He arrived at once to save his disciple, and when he arrived, he scolded the disciple and said something into his ears. He said, then he went to the king. He said, "O wisest of kings, please tell me who is greater, the guru or the disciple?" So the king said, "Of course it's guru, not the disciple." Okay. Now the disciple said, "Then please hang me till death first. Please execute me first." But the disciple said, "No, I want to get executed first." And both the guru and disciple, they both started to fight with each other that I want to be hanged till death, I want to be executed before. Now the king was somewhat confused that what exactly is going on over there. Okay, now he asked Guruji that why you all are doing such thing. Now Guruji said, "If you promise to put me to death first, I will tell you the secret." He said, "Okay, please tell me." He said that this stake is the stake of the god of justice, and we have never found such a beautiful city, this or king like you, and it is a very sacred place, and this stake of the god is the justice's place. It is new and it had never had a criminal on it. So whomsoever dies on this stake first will be reborn as a king and a minister over there. Whomsoever will go first will be reborn as a king of this country, and whosoever goes next will be the minister of this country. And we are also very tired of this such kind of like, and we want to enjoy this thing. Now the king said, he was in a deep thought, and he said, "Wait for this," and he just postponed the execution. Next day he disguised himself as a guru and the disciple. He asked his minister, and both of them went secretly and they asked those people to hang them. Now next day when their bodies were taken out to be thrown to the crows and vultures, all the people said that they have died. Now they were in a great confusion that who will be the next king or the next minister. Some people, all of a sudden, they thought they had a plan, and they thought now they begged the Guruji and the disciple to be their king and minister. It was not easy for them to plead that Guruji, but they did not take longer time to persuade the disciple, and they finally agreed to rule the kingdom of the foolish king and the silly minister, and on one condition, that they could change all the old laws. From then onwards, the Guruji was the king of that place and the disciple was the minister of that place. And from then on, the night was again the night and day was again the day. And nothing they were able to get for a single dudu. And it became like any other place. So this is how foolishly the king, the old king and their old foolish minister were put to death.